apply the concepts. They're aware of me more. Enemies are aware of me more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to like make sure I can still get value, and I don't know that I always am.
Mm-hmm. 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 So the question is, what do you do in those situations where it's harder, right? You still,
Yes.
yeah, you still
Okay.
want to apply the concepts, but it's just how do you, yeah, what do you need to do to make it easier? Like, what is there you might be missing? Yeah, is that the question?
Yes, and like also maybe I need to apply the concepts a little bit differently. And what I mean by that is like, okay, so one thing that I noticed,
Mm-hmm.
I like self-identified a bit that I was like, man, I'm getting shot a lot. And then I was like, well, I
Right,
really feel like I'm probably out in the open too much.
right,
Okay, let me prioritize cover a bit more.
right,
Um, and I have had to do that more as I've gone up in rank a little bit, right? Like I've noticed there's like a definitely a difference between
right.
like silver and gold at the lower ends, right?
Exactly.
Um, so maybe it's like more about, okay, you're supposed to try and off angle, you're supposed to apply pressure, you're supposed to enable, disable, that you're not supposed to engage like 1v5, you're supposed to have good timings.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's more about starting to like try and refine those and also apply them as I climb, right? Like, hey, in silver you could get away with like that really bad rotation where you're like right in front of them and you go to this other
Mm-hmm.
side, but like
Exactly.
now you need to be a little more careful, right? So
Yeah,
like maybe that's the
yeah,
identification area, because
yeah.
I'm not like as before, like I started winning consistently. Like before the rank reset, I got to silver 1. Um
Mm-hmm.
so I was like winning more consistently, whereas now I think I'm like, I don't know. Let me look. 23 wins, 28 losses, and 51 games played. So like I'm
Mm-hmm.
losing more than I'm winning, which is fine. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
not upset about like really the losing. It's more
Mm-hmm.
just about like figuring out what I need to do
Mm-hmm.
to start being more consistent and start
Yeah.
winning more again and applying the concepts.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So fundamentally, when you climb in the ranks, everything stays the same in a way. You still applying all these concepts. It's just with every rank, the higher you go, the more specific you need to be when applying certain things. It's kind of you want to polish all these concepts more. You want to kind of
Yep.
have more depths in the concepts. Basically,
Okay.
this is what's it's more about. You still apply those similar ideas like tank is in. You can go in as well, and you can also take off angles, you also play cover. It's just with every rank you will notice you will need to apply all those concepts like slightly better, and there are specifics you can be working on, which we will cover. Yeah, we'll cover some of the things. Yeah, what do you need to be working on
Oh,
first?
oh,
Mm-hmm.
I thought of another example and like of what.
Yeah.
So remember, so our last session, we had talked about setup before, but it wasn't like the main
Mm-hmm.
like prime time thing we talked about. But like
Yeah.
that like setup and hold, and I know we talked about it before, but like we really went over it. We used like Ilios as the example, right? Like that made such a huge difference, and like I immediately went from like silver 3 or 4 like
Yeah.
up to silver 2 1, right? Like that like
Exactly.
right
Yeah.
away made a difference.
Right.
So like, but for that I've noticed too, it's like, oh man, I hold my position but the other they don't run away anymore like they did in, in silver. Like, when in silver I throw my lamp and they just kind of like, and I feel like they just didn't want to engage with me and would go away. But whereas now they'll try and shoot my lamp if it's not behind cover and like things like that, right? So that's just
Exactly.
like another example.
Exactly.
So
And
that's another example.
they're gonna try to fight for your position as well, and you still will try to fight back. You still try to maintain your angle. It's just the matter of quality of your resources, how you use those. Yeah, so you need to use those better, and the placement, the positioning, all of that. So your cooldowns will not get forced as early, stuff like that. Yeah, there are a lot of things like that. Yeah,
Hmm.
sure. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's
Yep.
definitely gonna be overall. You still try to fight for the position. You see the high ranks people will try to take those positions with you, so it's always kind of you fight for better map control first, where
Mhm.
in low ranks people tend to engage right away. They're skipping steps, they don't
Yep.
take all these necessary positions. Yeah, so
Yep. Yep. And I realize like I still like even there's way way better players, right? It's just gold. I'm just saying I've noticed a change, like like
yeah,
a skill rise being in gold versus silver,
makes sense. Yeah,
bronze.
definitely it is. Yeah, definitely there's a difference, of course, big difference. And yeah, I think today then we can kind of go over specifics, see what you can pay attention to more. Okay, so setup. Setup went relatively well. It helped you out a lot, as you mentioned. Yeah, so it's
Yes.
been, you've been doing that well. Okay, is
I could
that?
tell you something that I'm
Uh-huh.
struggling on
Yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
the
Tell me.
angle, taking the angles as
Taking
much
angles.
because
Mm-hmm.
yes, because in like bronze and like lower silver, right, when you were telling me to take angles, I would take the angle and like barely anybody would look at me. And I would just be like, okay, this is good. Like my team's all right. Whereas now it's like I
Mm-hmm.
take an angle, all the soldier just turns to start shooting, the Kiri starts healing him, like now I just have to run away basically. Like there's nothing I can do. Maybe there might be something I can do. I'm just kind of like
Yeah,
just
of
saying kind of
course.
in general.
Yeah, yeah.
I have noticed like am I taking an angle properly? And not to say I never do it. There are definitely times where it's like I would say more when there's like 30 seconds left, right? Or like overtime and everyone's focused on the payload. That's when I have noticed I can take angles generally a little
Uh-huh.
better. Um, and I think even like if we get into the example, it may not be the best angle, but like in the game I have the example today, they're like all stuck. It's like they're the second to last point on Paraiso, and I'm like to the side door, and they keep going to the cart, and I keep shooting them from the left, and they are not really peeling for me. And every time they do, only one person does, and like my Reaper helps me out a couple times, things like that. So like I definitely still do it, but it's not as like every fight I was taking angles. When I was like getting to this point, I would say, and I felt like it was a lot easier.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is understandable. Okay, and then we can maybe go over some games where it was happening exactly. Yeah, those all examples which you mentioned. Kind of see what you can do there to take the angles. Okay, can start with that. Is there anything else you think you struggle with at this point?
So where so and like general awareness, and when I say awareness, maybe this could also be like game sense, but like knowing, like I mentioned it a bit, right? Like, okay, I should, like, okay, Doomfist dies the backline, right? And so I stop healing, like maybe my tank's in front, and I turn for the Doom, and like then my tank dies because I'm not healing them. Like
Mm-hmm.
things like that of like how much to, and I know it's fluid, but just to start getting a general idea, right? Because you basically gave me a formula for the position, and
Mm.
even with it being fluid, right? Like you gave me things to look for to
Mm-hmm.
evaluate my position, right? So
Mm-hmm.
maybe like things that I can look for to evaluate what I should be doing during fights too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, don't spend too long like in your back line, like worry about there's a fight happening right in front of you, right? Like your tank's gonna die. Pay attention here. So like maybe
Mm-hmm.
like things that will help during fights too, things like
Mm-hmm,
that.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. This is kind of goes back to enable and disable. Yeah,
Yeah,
we talked
yeah.
more. Yeah, we talked about that.
Okay.
Sure, we can talk about that a little bit more. It's just you always want with all this pressure and healing, you want to look for better cooldown rate. So you force out more resources compared to what's being forced on your team. If you win cooldown trade, then you win the game. Sometimes it might mean that you have to heal the tank. Sometimes it might mean that you have to pressure the enemy team.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
and you just
Yep.
gotta kind of make the judgment and see, where's that? Yeah, like balance. Okay, disable and enable. Yeah, it's just I'm trying to get the cooldowns off. Yeah, do I get more cooldowns? Yeah, like starting with just force more cooldowns to the enemy by healing my Orisa, my tank, or do I get it by applying pressure? Usually, generally speaking, you want to lean towards applying pressure, but there are a few triggers to look at. Yeah, there are things you can actively track, kind of, to make it easy for you to understand what is, yeah, what are you enabling, what are you disabling. Before we kind of looked at the cooldowns, I think we kind of, yeah, we just talked about that. Okay, what is that? A cooldown you can enable on your team. Yeah, I think remember that, like truth form.
Yep. Yep. Like
Something.
pick a few before the game. Pick like 3 before the game that you're gonna work around.
Yeah.
I remember we talked about that for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of,
So
yeah.
let me ask too, because like that I remember too. Like one of the examples, because we were looking at a Shambali game, and I let my Bastion die, and he was in turret form, right? And I was
Right.
like, well, there's a wall right there, and you were like, yeah, but you're right there. So use
Yeah.
your lamp or your shift or
Right,
something. Like,
exactly.
don't just let them die.
Right,
So that's
exactly.
like enabling, right? And like
Yeah.
I get the concept of like I understand in theory when you say enable disable, but like it sounds a bit more like this is on the disable side. Like when the enemy's pressuring
Uh-huh.
me and my team, how do I effectively disable? Like what am I, like Winston's jumping, what do I do? Like run, like what's the focus, right? Like
Uh-huh.
Doomfist is diving, or like Genji's diving. A lot of it's dive, because that's when I generally have
Yeah.
to make make decisions a lot of times,
Mm-hmm.
like faster decisions, I'd say.
Right.
But yeah. So like in general, that's just kind of how it feels like. Maybe I don't know exactly when to apply enable disable like during fights, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
maybe I need some more focus.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we can do that. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely something to start with, probably. So that, because there are a few triggers you can read through. It's just game resources, game of resources all the time. The cooldowns being used, the position, the angle of your teammate or the enemy teammate, or if they're using ultimate or not. All of that is a resource, and if you know, as an example, like somebody is using shadow pulls on the person. Okay, this is instant example of, if can you disable this with the lamp? Yeah, totally. You disable that with the lamp, you win the cooldown trade. Yeah, it's just
Yep.
it's extreme example. Two ultimates versus the lamp, but still, it kind of fundamentally does. It's the same as in the big picture. You want to disable something, yeah, win the cooldown trade, and this way you win the fight. First off, you just want to think about applying pressure, like how do you enable disable through the pressure. We can go with that a little bit more, sure. So the
Okay.
in-game examples, I think, yeah, would be the best.
Okay. Do you want me to send you a code?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I got one. Let me. Okay, let me send it to you. Uh, yeah. This is from this morning.
Okay, let's take a look.
And like we do win this game. But I thought I did like okay. Like it really could have gone either way. Although I feel like I played defense on like the end decently. Like I got value there, but I don't know. This game could have gone either way, I think, and that's why it's like games like this where it's like there's things like the rest of my team. I think I made like my tank is 35 and 10, DPS 35 and 10, 39 and 12. The other damage is 12 and 6, but like that's my point. Like on the margins, games like this, what do I need to do? It might not
Yeah,
be on the margin,
yeah,
but that's my.
yeah. That makes total sense. Okay, let's just see how the first fights are gonna go. What do you do here? Yeah, so it's first pressure. You heal up the Doomfist a little. You get hooked because you're out of
Yeah, that was
cover.
longer than I thought. That hook range.
Huh, that's fine. Okay, you take an angle there. You shoot, shoot, shoot. And then there's a surgeon contesting you. Right. Okay. So this is the moment when you're trying to take angles and they fight back, right? This is what you mean happens, right?
So yes, I do remember when I died right here thinking, well, I didn't have my shift or my lamp, so I probably shouldn't have done that. I remember thinking that when I
Uh-huh.
did that, when I jumped up there and I stayed there. I was like, well, I didn't really have anything, and I'm the only one up here after this particular death. But yes, this is an example
Mm-hmm.
of me trying to take an angle. You can imagine my team would be around here as well. I would try to do something very similar to this, probably, yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the first part, yeah, sure. Resources can help.
Hmm.
Resources can help you to maintain angles. Okay, like we mentioned, your shift, your lamp. Okay, so this is one. It's just your abilities. Now, your position as well. When you position on the angle, it can make harder for the enemy to kill you potentially. You want to see, okay, when you're shooting, okay, so there's pressure here, okay, so this is like normal, yeah, like normal pressure, okay,
Hmm.
I think you have the corner relatively as well, yeah, you kind of use this ledge as your corner.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
if somebody goes on you, you want to keep in mind what is your escape route, or what is your position gonna be if you're trying to escape the threat. Yeah, like let's say Lucio goes on you. Yeah, that can happen. At the high ranks, that will
Mhm.
happen. Most
It's
likely.
happening now with the season 9 update too. There
Yeah.
Lucio's on me for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you do in this case? What your rotation is gonna be looking like?
Well, here so I feel like the only like safe way for me to go is back towards spawn. Reason I'm saying that is because like if I
Yeah.
go to the left, like through the little door,
Mm,
well, that's just about like leads to that little room and a bridge. Their whole enemy team is still right there. Like I could still theoretically get pressured out onto that bridge
mm-hmm.
and in the back room. Like then if they follow me behind, I can't get out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If I and this is how I'm seeing it, so you can tell me
Yeah.
if I'm wrong. If
Yeah.
I go if
Mm-hmm.
I try to go to the other side, like where the stairs are, well, now I'm just in front of their whole team. Like they're all standing there. I will literally just be in their face. So like the only way for I see is to just
Mm-hmm.
back up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So your
So that's
rotation kind of looks like you go from what? So this is like corner A to corner B. You rotate this way, right? Now, you can kind of think because you have your mobility.
well. Let me be honest.
Hmm.
I honestly point B would probably not be right there for me. I would probably go back like behind like the little behind the wall even, like off of this high ground altogether, like back behind
Yeah,
cover
yeah,
completely.
exactly, exactly, exactly. See, this is exactly the point. You
Oh,
want to sneak every possible value out of the cover you're trying to maintain. So you're not just whenever you're giving up the angle or taking the angle, doesn't matter. You always move from one corner to another. It shouldn't be that you go from A to like instead of B going to C right away. You're always trying to see if this is possible for you to kind of stay at the corner when you're done the rotation. So it's like you go from A to B. Okay, can I stay here a little bit longer at the B? If yes, then I stay. If don't, then I move again. But it shouldn't be like instantly go to C. Yeah, no, 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 no. It should be always kind
okay.
of, let's say you go from corner to corner, no matter what. Doesn't matter if you in the angle, you kind of go in, like let's say here you try to take this angle. Okay, so first thing is you go from corner A here to corner B, you see what's happening, you look around, and then later you again move from this corner to this corner. Yeah, it's always like corner to corner, corner to corner. Yeah, never just
Let me
don't want to skip the corners.
in this example, right? Would you say because you said earlier that I like.
Mhm.
This is kind of normal pressure. You're using this ledge, this overlook, as the corner. Is
Mhm.
that is that the corner, or is it that like little wall right there, or is it both, depending on where they're at?
You're saying should he use the latch here at the start or?
Sorry. So a little bit earlier, because I shoot at them right after I jump up there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like right after this, I jump up there, I start shooting at them. You said something like, "Okay, this is normal pressure. You're using this high ground with the ledge overlooking them as the corner,
Yeah.
right?"
Oh, yeah, yeah. I just refer. Okay, corner is any structures like horizontal or vertical structures. Doesn't matter to me. Like you use all of this. All of this is like corner in a way. Okay.
So okay, because that kind of leads me like, so are you saying when I come up here, it's fine to use that, or should I also trying to be use that like horizontal and then also the that little like sign thing right next to it
Yeah, yeah.
and use
This
both
is
of them
other quality.
at the
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah.
time?
This is another thing. Okay, so you just want to, if you asking me about the corners, if you want to stay in the angles more, okay,
Yeah.
you want to minimize your hitbox, and you use the combination of corners to like do that. Okay, let's say here, to like minimize your hitbox. Let's say you want to shoot the Lucio, you
Hmm.
can, for example, move slightly here. Yeah, like you can move slightly here. Your idea with the corners is just remove, ideally you're trying to remove the space between the enemy you're shooting and the corner. So this is like corner A. Okay, you just gotta remove all the space between the corner and the enemy. So see, like here you have a lot of space between this and the Lucio, so you can, but you can potentially lean towards the cover this way. Yeah, go back a little bit more. Yeah,
Okay.
this is
Okay.
another thing. This is just about like how you use corners, I guess. Yeah, you just use that to like minimize, and let's just call it minimize hitbox. You use horizontal and vertical. Vertical corners. To give you some examples, okay, let's say I go, no, let's just do pinning range. Okay. Go back. Because you want to minimize hitbox, you want to deal with one threat at a time. You can't shoot multiple people, and you shouldn't. You can choose what to shoot and then isolate a target ideally through the corners. Yeah, let's say I want to shoot this bot. You know how most players would do that? They would stay here. See all the
Yep.
space between the bot and this corner here. Yeah, you can just remove that by doing this. Yeah. For example, yeah, I can just pick out, go back, pick out, go back, pick out, go back. Yeah, this is like peak shooting with Baptiste. You have bursts of value. Pick out, pick out, pick out. Yeah, you can even heal as well. You want to do both. Okay, I want to do both. I would position maybe like this way. So I like pick out this heal, pick out this heal. Yeah, something like this.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you want to see both your team and the enemy team. Yeah, but I don't want to be overexposing myself. I can just be doing this. Yeah, ideally it's healing first, and then shoot, heal, maybe shoot. You see, I'm placing everybody like close to cover. Yeah, I don't have all the space. Yeah, if you're talking about
Mhm.
like
Now,
maintaining corners.
okay, okay. Can you go back up to where you are, like on top of the stairs right here?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Now imagine this is like the Power ESO where we just were looking at, right? And instead of the stairs there, it was like a little like actually just imagine this is the ledge I jumped up on Power ESO, right? So like to
Mm.
the right is where the opening is,
Mm-hmm.
to the right of where you're looking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And the
yeah.
sign is like to the right. You know what I mean? So basically, what I was saying, like, okay, should I like basically should I try and position such that I'm behind the sign too, and like also behind the ledge? It sounds like kinda, if I can.
No, let's just go there. Yeah.
Okay.
You because it's like there's no.
Yeah, I'll show
Oh,
you
there's no
exactly what I'm
reality.
talking about.
Sorry. Okay. Where's that? Yeah, it's here. Okay. So you one should have taken here.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So I was here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if you go like free cam, like a little bit above me, like
Mm-hmm.
see, okay, basically I'm asking, should I also try and use the sign that's, like, right next to me too? You know what I mean? Like,
Y-
because I have this ledge in front, you
It,
know?
it okay, because you're trying to shoot the Lucio, right? Your main
Well,
point with to isolate the target, so like minimize your hitbox. You don't want to take any other damage besides like this Lucio, ideally. Uh-huh. So see, like
mm,
you don't have to use this now exactly. But let's say
okay.
if somebody's here, then well you can you can use that now, yeah, because you don't want to be exposed to that damage, sure. But the question is, where do you stay as well? Like here, you can be like using this entire high ground as your corner. Yeah, I can go more back here, yeah,
Yeah, that's
potentially.
basically what I'm asking.
I
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly, yeah.
yeah. So, and this is another thing. Okay, so one I just mentioned. Okay, first you're gonna go corner to corner. You need to have your cooldowns, if possible. Those are helping you to maintain angles. Um, but you also need to have safe rotation. And now this is where it's interesting. You want to be able to, let's put it this way, have a corner in the way so you can escape from the angle, but then go back up if it's needed. You abusing the verticality a little bit more. Okay, so basically, see, if somebody goes in you, now it
Yep.
takes a lot of time for you to go from this like area 1 to area 2. This is like a lot of time. It takes maybe okay 5 meters, you go one corner to another. But what if you're the position 1 here, like 1 there, and go to position 2 if somebody goes in you? This is suddenly much better for you because it takes less time for you to do the rotation. Okay, you kind of have the ledge, you can play around, you can just always drop but then go back on the angle. Okay, so let's just say that you want to have rotation, which allows you to kind of go back down, like abuse your verticality and go up if it's needed.
Oh, okay, okay, I get what you're saying. Essentially, because of where I'm at, and the corner that I'm using is, like, pretty
Yeah,
far in front of I
yeah,
don't have
exactly.
Baptiste drop down, jump right back
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Exactly,
I get what
exactly.
you're
Yeah,
saying.
you just let's just say you want to have possibility, yeah, to be able to use verticality, your jump. Yeah, here it's just this quality, like this here, maybe it can work for something like surgeon. Okay, surgeon, you would slide away. You have more horizontal mobility. You
Uh-huh,
have more
uh-huh.
vertical mobility, so you would probably lean towards here. It's easier for you. And you still
Ah, okay.
isolate. Yeah, you still do something. Somebody goes in, you instantly drop, go back out. You abuse the fact you can. You do the jump. Okay,
Mm.
this is about
It's
corners.
funny that you say that because I have noticed that that does work sometimes. Like, so I like you're saying to me like it sounds like, oh yeah, of course I should be doing that. But like
Of course.
during the
Well,
game,
I get it.
during the game, okay, it's like I got a kill on a soldier on Hollywood by doing exactly what you're saying, dropping off high ground, then I jump back up and like in a different spot, and like I'm like, oh, I can think of an example right away of what you're saying of how that
Yeah.
would work.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And this is a most common example of safe rotation. Yeah, this is exactly what we're looking for. Wanting to be able to use verticality. If somebody goes, okay, go back down and then go up. Yeah, this is your safe rotation. Okay,
Okay.
minimizing hitbox. This also works. Now, your movement is another thing. It's quite important.
Okay.
This is what somebody like Awkward abuses a lot as an example. That's why he can get away with a lot of stuff. And he says,
Uh-huh.
no, no, it's not mechanics, but it's still important. Okay. No, no, but it's true. Like the movement is a big part
Mhm,
in this game, like any FPS shooter.
mhm, mhm.
I just want you to look at the surgeon. Okay, so the crosshair here. Okay, he's shooting. Now she's shooting you again. Why it's easier to track? See, why it's
'Kay.
easier to track you?
Why is it easy?
Yeah, it's easy to track.
Well,
What
because,
what is this?
I just, like, jumped right in front of her.
Yeah,
Obviously, I can only go down in that spot, and there's a wall right next to me, so she knows I can't just keep going to my right, her left, so it's easy.
yeah, yeah,
And
exactly.
also, I just, like, kinda went in a straight line, like I just like literally just did that little
Mm-hmm.
jump. Probably because I wasn't expect like I should have been expecting Sojourn to jump on me, but I really wasn't thinking about it honestly, so it was like surprising to me. But it
Yeah.
shouldn't be. I should
Yeah.
expect that to happen.
Right. All right. So the thing about the mechanics
Mhm.
is just first big thing is it's usually applicable against like hit scan. You don't want to jump as much because it's way too predictable. It's like forms this curved pattern. You see, like here, why it's like gonna be easier with a surgeon to track because you jump and then you lose control over your character. You kind of go from here to here, yeah.
Yep.
Where you want to have more unpredictable pattern. You still abuse the fact that you can maybe go down, like and left and right, but it should be predictable pattern with the jump in front of the character who can hit you instantly. So
Yep.
that's why you can maybe do this. Okay, imagine you play here, you instantly go down, but then you can take this high ground away, obviously. But you wouldn't do that like right in front of the character. This is important. You don't wanna jump. Usually, the most ideal is first thing is try to do crouch. So you try to crouch if the pressure happens. This is one thing, and
Okay.
another is try to do a D strafe. So and you will see maybe you can try to do it in a practice range altogether. Maybe it's just normal games like Deathmatch, by the way. Instead of it being like too linear, like most of the players they have too linear movement. They press W key and then they go. They press A key and then they go like this. Yeah, there's like really linear, easy to predict. Or they jump sometimes. It's like predicted curve as well. Yeah, you want to do it kind of this way. Yeah, let's say I find a tracer. You do a D strafe. So this is kind of looks like this: A D A D A D. Yeah, 1 2 1 2. Yeah, this is fundamentals. You can start with that. Like even this movement at the highest level, it will be still predictable, but it's like start. Yeah, later you make this even
Okay.
more unpredictable. You will change the pattern. You maybe instead of it doing like 1 2 1 2, you will do like 1 1 1 2 or something. The pattern
Mhm.
can change. Yeah, it's just
Mhm.
sometimes you stop and then you can maybe even do crouching as well, combine with the strafes. Okay, for now, just do simple AD strafe and combine it sometimes with crouching. And when you want to crouch, it's just when the big burst is gonna be on you. Like, let's say I know, okay, for some reason a surgeon targets me, or like, let's say I fight the widow. Okay,
Mhm.
when the widow can do the big burst to you, what animation looks like? How it looks like.
She's scoped
She's
like
sculpting, yeah. So when you see this animation, she turns into you. You can also do this, yeah. So there's not gonna be a hot shot anymore. Like small,
mhm.
small movement, and you also do a D strafe to throw off enemy aim as well. Okay. So this is when you do
Okay.
crouch.
Okay.
Crouch when big
Okay.
burst, yeah,
So
and they D strafe
basically
whenever. Mm-hmm.
you're saying so now like I'm starting to run into players where this is gonna matter more. Like
Yeah, this
in order
matters
to
a
start
lot.
winning some
Yeah.
of these, like I need to like start getting this movement. Whereas like to get to this point, it wasn't as huge a focus, but now
Yeah,
it's like okay, got to start working on the movement so you can win some of these 1v1s.
yeah, exactly. It's just
Okay.
because you fighting for angles more frequently. It's just the problem was before maybe you're not taking angles as much, or you're
Mhm.
not like setting up. Yeah, now you're setting up. You just need to increase the quality of like how do you stay there more. Yeah, so it
Yeah.
just makes it easier. Yeah, so this
Okay.
definitely matters.
Okay.
Movement. Okay, what was that as well? Safe rotation. Yeah, we mentioned that. Using horizontal vertical cover, you can also look into that too. Yeah, I would start with that probably. But now
Okay.
just like good habit really. Like do this AD strafe, make sure it's consistent. Yeah, instead of with like your movement being a little bit too linear. Okay, like
Okay.
just
Okay.
you watch this. Okay, as an example, just moves a little bit further. Okay. Okay, so this is fine. Overall, okay.
Sorry. Kill.
Okay, so this is where we die. Okay, so maybe
Yep.
after. Huh? You see, like even here, you moving from A, like point A to B, yeah. So this is like continuously. Well, it's okay because you have an advantage, but like to me it shows like you need to do just slightly sometimes it destrafe. This like should be a habit almost. So
Okay. Okay.
you will see the difference. Okay, so maybe
And do you mean even when I'm like moving across the map,
uh
or
not too big
more
of a
when
thing.
there's pressure?
Yeah, exactly. When there's a pressure, you do more movement. It's just to me, it kind of shows. Yeah, like
Yeah.
when you round the corner, you expect the pressure, but you still do linear movement. It shows
Okay.
that it's something what you need to do. There's something to solve. See, like okay, now your movement. Just
Uh-huh.
watch the bastion. You this corner. Okay, this is like fine, but this is a little bit too linear, so I'm gonna slow down. Okay,
Okay.
you move back. Okay, move back, 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 back. Okay, now you right side, but back, 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 and then you go forward, forward, forward. But instead, what you can do, just stay here and do this AD straight and crouch sometimes. So this is like not gonna be like a line for them. See why it's linear? Because if they aim towards you, the movement is almost like a straight line. This is not exactly, yeah, but it's
Mhm.
almost like a straight line. It's either you go back or go towards them, but it should be like less linear, left, right, and sometimes you also do crouch, so you kind of just throw off their aim more. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But really play this corner
Yep.
and like it's okay.
Yeah, you can maybe you can move towards this as well later. Yeah, it's just see like you need to have this pattern of like a D strafe, okay, shoot, shoot, shoot. Yeah, so like see, okay, it just does more potential in long term. I will give you an example. Let's find, do we have any yeah, probably we can find random and rank to GM on just anywhere. Okay, YouTube something. Okay, Baptiste. Okay, Baptiste.
There's an awkward one.
Rank to GM probably, yeah, there's gonna be the first one. Okay, yeah, it's there. And there are others as well. Yeah, but okay, let's do not awkward, something else. It's gonna be because awkward
Okay.
is everywhere.
Before we hop into
Okay, we do this. Give me 1 second. So I'm just gonna look at the
Mhm.
random fight. Okay, so this is Akinwal. Okay. So this player, let's see. So you will still notice when the fight starts, like good players, they always do like see all these tiny movements. Okay, the pressure starts. Okay, so first of all, this is like you do a little bit of left right peeking around the corner, and then he also does this like crouch. Well, he jumps it here. This is another thing like why you can jump, because you avoid. Remember, you use the horizontal and vertical
Mhm.
covers, so you can avoid some of the people by placing this corner, like just yeah, this piece of
Yeah.
cover. Near him so people in the backline can hit him. But yeah, it's just like always you abuse the fact, okay, like here he moves a little bit left. Okay, this is a drone, this is fine. Maybe not the most ideal, but okay, he fights the widow, this is fine. Yeah, like let's say here, okay, you again can do this move, peek out, shoot. See, like this tiny strafe as well, just in case. Yeah, it's always like a habit. You notice it with every player.
Yeah.
See, like even this
Yeah.
tiny strafe. Why is that the case? Because there's a chance somebody can go up like that Mercy with the pistol or something and
Mhm.
might kill you.
Mhm.
It's always something. It's always something what can
Okay.
pressure you real quick. I think somebody like Awkward is extremely good with the movement, actually, usually most of the time, because
Mhm.
of the yeah, he's I think because he's a pretty high ranked player. If you see this, okay, any random example. Okay, so this is him taking angle. Okay,
This is good because I never know where to fight here on this map.
see all this tiny strafes. Okay, so this is off angle, sure, but see like this crouching right at the start even. So he did crouch just in case if there's a hot shot, so he's not gonna be bursted. Okay, so this is one unpredictable thing. Well, he jumped a little, but that's fine. He's gonna move away now. See
I
even
saw
this.
that. I saw that.
Yeah, just tiny movement. Okay, so there's
Yeah,
left,
little
right.
stop. Yep.
Yeah, this is exactly what he does a lot of times. He abuses the fact like all this mechanics. He's moving from one angle to
Mhm.
another, but you consistently have to keep in mind what your movement is. Just fundamentals. Here, it's not exactly like 1, 2, 1, 2 a D strafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be more nuance the higher you go. But for now, just doing consistent a D strafe is really important. Like even this okay, so he's taking angle there, sure. There's a echo, he just goes up to fight her, that's fine. Because he can use this cover to isolate, like to only isolate the echo, fight the echo. This guy's not gonna be fighting him.
That's what he's doing. Because I was like, I would die if I tried that,
Mm.
I think.
Yeah, because if you do it out in the open, obviously you can. But here's the rock. See, like blocks all of these guys. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why. That's
That's
why.
interesting.
Yeah, it's consistently just one thread at a time. Yeah, use your corners, vertical, horizontal, to fight one thread. You don't want to shoot multiple people. Okay, see here. Okay, maybe he peeked out a little bit more, but because the game is fluid, you can't always maybe fight one target. But at least you try. You try one target at a time. Okay, I fight this tracer. What I'm gonna do? My movement is gonna be going back a little because I don't want to be fighting this and a D strafe as well. Let's see if he does it. He goes back, and then a D. Well, he's not a D strafing because Tace is out, but if she would be on him, he would a D strafe. Oh, he actually did a D strafe. Yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
a little. Yeah, he
Just a
did.
little. Yeah.
It's pretty. It's interesting. It's like hard.
Yeah,
Now I
the-
see it now that you're calling it out because he avoided getting shot and then he avoided getting headshot by doing that. It
yeah,
looked like.
exactly. He's just a movement is always like in any FPS shooter quite important. Helps you to stay
Okay.
on the area. It's not the most important thing in the game, obviously. Mechanics is like the last one, but definitely something to you have to address as well. There's
Okay.
something you can always get better at as well. With this like
Well, it
tiny
might be
sets.
like what I said about the setup, right? Like how you were like, okay, this you need to set up, blah blah blah, and I really started focusing on that, and that particular thing really helped me climb a bit. Like,
Yeah, that's
like
good.
it might be like now, okay, learn how to strafe a bit, like because this is
Sure.
like my first FPS really, other than
Yeah,
a little
that's.
bit of Call of Duty
I'm
back in the
pretty
day,
confident it's not only the setup; it's also other things like target priority, all of
for
that.
sure,
Yeah,
for
we
sure,
went quite. Yeah, that's what I mentioned. You
definitely.
need to like. It's like baiting your raid boss in Warcraft. You need to
Yeah,
gain all the stats before you can bait.
no, you're
Get the
right,
raid
and
boss. Yeah.
it's funny. I don't even notice too. It's like, oh wait, I've just started winning a little more.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
applying the concepts. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, so this definitely helps. Okay, maybe any questions about the movement, crouching, restrafe, all of that, or makes sense.
Um, does it for now?
hmm
Just to make it simple, don't change it based on character that I'm dueling or anything like that. Just like
Yeah. Don't do it yet. I think just do this simple pattern. Make sure consistency is there.
okay,
Crouch when big burst, AD whenever, and then we can be more specific of just when you do longer strafes, when smaller. Yeah. For now,
okay.
it's just
And then
that simple. Yeah. Mhm.
the second thing with that, so how my it's like one way I've tried to like start aiming. So my aim has gotten better for sure. Like obviously it's not incredible,
Mhm.
but even before the season 9 changes, I could tell my aim was definitely getting better as I spent
Right.
more time with the game.
Right. Right.
But one way I've tried to like aim is like moving my movement keys to like
Yes.
line up with
True.
their head, right?
Yeah. True.
So if I'm like AD strafing, how am
You keep
I
your
am I
crosshair. Yeah.
still
You keep your crosshair. Yeah. Most of the time, you're gonna. Okay. Because we do talk a lot about the corners today, and
Mhm.
we're gonna be doing that more. You place your crosshair in the corner ideally, so you don't move your crosshair all around. Yeah, if I want to pick this, I'll place my crosshair here, key, and shoot. Okay, later if you need to do some micro readjustments, you move that, of course, but there shouldn't be like too big of a movement. You kind of keep your crosses steady, usually like around somewhere.
Oh, okay,
You see,
okay. I see
okay,
what you're saying.
if
So
mhm.
you telling me that AD strafe is that we're assuming a corner as well, or is this also, if
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like
If you
having
if
to?
you if you fight, yeah. Usually you fight near the corner. If I fight this bot, okay, I'm placing my crosshair like maybe on this corner. Okay, and then I peek out, and then yeah, see like this. I don't move my crosshair at
Mm,
all. Like of course this is like ideal scenario, yeah, where you do that, but
right.
but. You'll see, okay, and you do need to do this micro readjustment sometimes. Okay, maybe you move, maybe they I don't know, bot slightly to the left. Okay, I move my crosshair slightly to the left, but it shouldn't be like constant movement. Yeah, it shouldn't be like, it should be more simple. Okay, maybe from here I move it slightly if he goes left, right, or like here. Okay, this bot, he's moving. Okay, those movement. Let's see here. Okay, so maybe you pick out. Okay, you have your crosshair. You don't move it as much. You expect kind of the bot to be there. You hear him, but then I see. Oh, okay. I see him. He's going down there. So I move my crosshair slightly. Okay, I pick out. Okay, I shoot, and then I move a little. Yeah, it's kind of. I almost do it automatically. I don't even think about it. But you see the micro
Okay, okay.
readjustments after. But you can first of all place your crosshair in the corner. It kind of helps. So it's just easier.
Hmm.
Usually when you pick out as well, like say suddenly, like because my cross is on the corner, suddenly, oh, I see the enemy, I instantly shoot. Yeah, instead of it being like here, your cross is
Oh,
here,
yeah.
you're not gonna hit the shot most likely. It's gonna be, oh wait, and then you move, and then your aim is
They're
all
going.
over the place. Yeah. So you can place
Okay,
your crosshair on the corner as well, which you're fighting. Yeah,
okay.
important note as well. Okay, I'm just gonna write it down. Okay, so it's yeah, mechanics place crosshair on the corners as well. This is just really applicable to hit scans. Most of the hit scans like continuous damage, surgeon, soldier, they shoot corners kind of. They tell you just shoot corners, so you kind of just yep. But you have crosshair here on the corner now. I move. Oh, tracer here. Yeah, but instead of it being like, okay, where's the tracer? Oh wait, she's there, and then you start moving. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
harder.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
And so
yeah.
I should always be shooting like this, really,
I,
ideally.
Ideally, yeah, you burst, you need a bursty character. See, like your value usually like shoot, pick out, yeah, shoot, pick out, shoot, pick out. Yeah, it's most ideal, I think. You do not have continuous damage where you just like stay like a soldier. No, you usually kind of move somewhere like left, right, like maybe okay, because this is different corner. You're gonna be picking out this way, yeah. So it's like go back and forward, but usually it's AD, yeah. For now, which is gonna be most of the time the pattern that you do. Like AD, yeah. The
Okay.
really
But
good.
so there is going to be a lot of times where I am in the position that you were in right before this, right? Where it's like I'm looking down on them, especially as
Yeah,
BAP,
yeah, sure.
right?
You
So
you just pick out. Yeah, you
so
that.
basically do the same thing, right? Like just
Yeah,
the other way.
yeah. You can say it this way. It's just less common scenario, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just an idea you peeking out around the corner, usually because you use corners. You mentioned your focus, yeah, it was all around the corners. Yeah, if the enemy go on me, okay, yeah, go here, yeah, and then I can go back to the corner. I use corners to minimize the damage. Yeah, I use corners to like place my crosshair. Yeah, it's just corners make
Okay.
your
All
life
right.
easier. Yeah, let's just
Because what I was doing was trying to use the corner, but standing there and like maybe moving a little bit, but shooting at them. And then if I didn't get the kill or took enough damage, I'd back up.
yeah,
Whereas
exactly. Yeah.
I,
So.
and that's maybe too where I was like, I'm just getting shot at too much. Like I'm not getting enough value because I'm probably not playing the corners right. I'm making it too easy.
Yeah, exactly. So we can just see, okay, and find even more examples here. So mentioned quite a lot. So let's just yeah
Yeah.
find more
Okay.
examples. Maybe we do a live game after. Okay,
Okay.
yes. So let's say here. Okay, you hold the corner. See what your crosshair placement is right away.
Hmm.
I see you moving. Okay, so you place it on this wall. Okay, this is sort of fine, but yeah, like why do move it here? If you want to shoot this guy, so you can maybe have it on the corner, still shoot. Yeah, okay. Here, place it on yeah, if you're using this corner, then you place it on this wall. Maybe you go here on this high ground, then you can use this ledge or something like that. Okay. This normal healing. Try to lamb. That's fine. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I say like you kind of stay, yeah. You kind of stay, do continuous damage, but you can do just left, right, left, right. And by the way, this is easy, gonna be easy to avoid, just in case if they throw a hook at you or something, yeah. Because your movement less
Yeah.
linear, suddenly, this guy is not gonna kill you as easily. Yeah, you just moving.
Right.
Your movements was so far. You kind of go like this, but if you AD consistently, it makes it easier. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. This is shooting. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. How can you use the corner to your advantage so you minimize the your hitbox? Yeah. What do you do? What you should be doing here?
I should be backing up a bit
Mm-hmm.
to the like right behind.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
cover like right there.
Exactly. Yeah. So you go here and abuse this kind of horizontal thing. Maybe you can do it this way. Like it depends on what you want to shoot. Yeah, you want to shoot the Lucio because he's discorded. Okay, you go back a little. Shoot him here. By the way, you can also have this option altogether. Just what do you drop? Safe rotation. You remember, want to be able to use verticality. So if somebody goes in you, you can maybe drop, but then you can go back. Yeah, again, all this together allows you to do that. Just probably, yeah, leaning towards this here would solve the problem
Okay.
right away. Yeah, here nobody
Right.
goes on you though, but
But they will. Like, get what you're saying.
you also okay. Even this, by the way, like when you know the Bastion is ulting again, because you
Mm-hmm.
maintain the idea of I'm playing around the corner. Okay, if you play on the ledge, literally, like if you play on this corner, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're not giving it up as soon as possible. You go from corner to corner. If Bastion ults, if ult is gonna be placed there, but you drop, yeah, then you're not gonna take as much damage. Yeah? Let's say he's using it down there, yeah. Then you can just keep maintaining here. Yeah, you can just keep maintaining this corner. You not the Bastion are always gonna have less damage output because you playing on the corner. You know, you can always make a choice either to stay here or go down. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's why like he's not because one bullet can hit both of these locations, both of these areas. It's kind of
Sure.
similar to if you let's say Bastion ults, but you position somewhere. Give you an example, so it's like more yeah, let's say you position here. Okay, this is a good example. You position this corner A, Bastion ults, okay. You can always move to here or to there. You have two options, okay? If
Mm-hmm.
Bastion ults in the middle, you are still pretty safe because the entire ultimate it's only like maybe half of the damage. It doesn't matter where you move at this point. But let's say Bastion ults here, okay, then you move to the right. If Bastion ults on the right, you move to the left. So corners, because you know what is that you're trying to maintain, makes your life easier.
Okay.
Even against the
Okay.
ultimates. Same against Doomfist ult, same against like um even Shadow maybe. Yeah, like you play around the corner, makes your life easier. So yeah, like maintain the corners for longer. So you see like you go from maybe corner A, B, okay, see if you can stay a little bit longer. Something happens, then you can maybe drop or stay. Yeah, drop or stay. Yeah, now you instantly drop and now there's consistent damage on the coming at you. And you might
Yeah.
die. Yeah. Mhm. So always kind of play near some sort of ledge so you can escape if something happens, but you try to maintain this ledge in a way. Yeah, like let's say you fight the Moira as an example. Yeah, like you can play on this ledge here. Yeah, you can stay, but something happens. Oh, okay, I escape, take HP back, maybe go back later. Yeah, it's just
And
always nice.
that kind of goes back to what you were saying at the beginning of like when I do something, I need to have in my mind how I'm gonna get out. if
Yeah,
I
yeah,
need to.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Because
There's.
right there, I was like, oh, Myra's here. I guess I'm fighting her now. Let me throw out the lamp.
Hmm.
Versus like, had I had that plan in my mind to begin with, like, okay, if I get pushed right here, I can just drop
Hmm.
down for the health pack right there. Like, maybe I could have avoided using my lamp right there,
Hmm.
and
So like here,
still gotten.
what is that corner you're gonna be using against the damage? Yeah, let's say okay, she pressures you. Okay, what is that corner using in this escape route? Yeah, like what the corner allows you to cut off the damage. Yeah, maybe it can be this. Okay, maybe it can be this horizontal later. You can drop this way so the orb will not damage you as an example.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but see, you're kind of moving towards not the corner. You just out in the open. Yeah,
Yep.
again, you don't have to give up the corner. You don't have let's say like position. You can still maintain it, but you always go from corner to corner. Now you go from corner to open. Yeah, here it would be like corner to corner. Yeah, the most ideal.
And the corner in this case is like the roof where I drop down
Yeah, yeah,
because I
yeah,
can just jump back up,
yeah.
right?
Exactly, exactly.
Okay.
And you saw it here as well. You go from kind of corner to open, or like yeah, this is like entire open, but you can always do corner, corner, like okay, corner to maybe this here cover. Okay, peek out again, corner, yeah, constant corner, peek out, yeah, peek out and shoot. This also allows you to do that. Let's like you can peek out, shoot, okay, go out, and then again shoot. Because this ledge is just helps to break line of sight. Like here, okay. It's normal. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you fight. Okay, so same thing, yeah? Let's say the pressure happens. Okay, what is that ledge I can use and pick out, yeah? So you have this, yeah, kind of escape option, escape route, and you also remove the space between you and the enemy. Remember that. So where should you position in this case?
Further to like when I walked out of that doorway,
Mm-hmm.
um, I could still see like Lucio, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if I was further back and like more towards like I guess if you're looking like out like towards the right, so I can drop down to the other side of the building and I'm
Yeah,
in
yeah,
front of
yeah.
the enemy
Definitely,
team.
yeah. Definitely leaning towards this side, kind of, yeah. Like, definitely. It's just more.
Okay.
Well, you first of all remove the space, yeah, between this guys and this corner, and you also can drop at any point of time later. It's just like easier. Yeah, like here it's a little bit fluid. You probably would not exactly go like play here on the ledge, but
Hmm.
maybe it's just at least you close it. You want to keep that in mind. If something goes wrong, okay, I can try to maintain those positions.
Okay.
Mm, yeah, doorway just in case as well, but it would be like left and right this way. Kind of like that. Yeah, I'm thinking we can try to do a game actually if you want. Just try to apply
Yeah.
some of this. We can try to apply corners pretty much. Just try to do the speak out and shoot. Yeah, let's do that. You kind of try to remove the space between between the enemy and the corner. So you place place the enemy really close to the corner as much as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure. I can do that. Let me share. Give me a sec. Yep, hold on. Okay. Share. 1080 is fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want to do lower quality, that's fine. So you're not getting any stream lags.
Okay. Seems to be all
Yeah,
right.
if it's okay, then let's keep that going. Mm-hmm.
I'm not warmed up, but
Mm-hmm. Okay, so remove space between
Turn the
corner
sound
and
down a little.
enemy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So see, this is a lot of like this is positional corners. It just allows you to kind of stay in the angle longer. Movement helps as well. Mechanics, crosshair placement helps as well. The stuff
Okay.
like your cooldowns obviously helps to maintain
Mhm.
angles too. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, all of this together.
Okay. Yeah, so like it could be like essentially the similar to what I was saying, where I was like, I'm getting like shot at a lot. I feel like I'm too out in the open. Like I'm
Right.
doing that again, like just in a different way.
Yeah.
Like,
That's fine. That's fine. You get better step by step with polish every possible thing. Mm-hmm. Can try to also do a D-strafe here. Just yeah. Like the former habit, really nice. You have the Vax that you have this much. Do that there. Really valuable.
yeah.
You start with a simple pattern for now. Yeah, simply because you do a D-strafe, you form the habit later. You might even notice you're gonna start doing like those other things, maybe like maybe a little bit tiny strafes or longer, depending on the situation. But for now,
Mhm.
yeah, you just need to put some effort, definitely like into
Okay.
this more. Nice.
I don't know if you remember that I couldn't even get past level 1 when we first started.
Level one was you mean deathmatch here or yeah, like this game mode, right?
Yeah, of this.
Yeah,
Like I'm on
yeah.
level 5 right now. I
Nice.
think the max I've gotten is like 13 or 14, but
Yeah,
back in the beginning,
yeah,
like I'd say like my aim has gotten better and stuff, right?
yeah,
Because like
exactly.
I wasn't even I couldn't even do this. Like I couldn't even get past the first level
Yeah,
of
exactly. Yeah, there's a lot like especially in the game, obviously, like decisions, positioning, all of that together helps to make it easy to aim. Here, yeah, it's more mechanical at this point. So yeah, mechanics just alone also
uh-huh.
go up to, but yeah, most of the aim on Overwatch is just your decisions and
This
positioning most of the time. Yeah, all right.
surprised I don't have a game yet.
Oh yeah, it's 2 minutes.
I know, that thing lies.
We'll find it in GM lobby. Right. Just also because you're getting used to all these characters together, the movement, you can kind of make predictions where they're moving towards, just the hitboxes, all of that makes it easier.
Mm.
Like
hmm
mechanics, yeah.
Oh, here we go. This is
Yeah.
a good map because this is a map where I like don't know what to do sometimes and like what to prioritize.
hmm Yeah, priorities are the thing. So see, like today, well, we kind of went over. It seems like maintaining angles. So maybe we do the priority slightly later. Yeah,
Okay.
during our next. Yeah, but you can keep that in mind as well. Like long term. Yeah, it's just let's do corners. So you kind of use the remove the space between the corner and the enemy. Yeah, you have the kind of place them close to corners, so it's easier for
Mm.
you to shoot. Mm-hmm. Try to have save rotation as well. I think you can try to do both. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So like Is it okay to start like over here? Or should I start
Yeah,
like
you can
hugging
start over
like?
here. Yeah. Left and right peeking.
Okay.
Just be careful of the long range sniper. See, like it's gonna be
Okay.
hard to do at the start, but you'll get used to it. Like left,
Yeah,
right,
like
left,
right
right.
away I was right in front of them.
You're gonna get used to it. That's fine. Okay. Better angle. Better
Okay.
angle. You gotta move on up, maybe. Yeah. Okay. And I'll use corners. So see, like what corner you peeking around? Yeah. So it's like left and right, or like go forward, backwards. Yeah. Exactly. Get used to it.
Lagging a bit.
That's fine. That's okay. And you choose the corner, remember, with your mechanics. You also place the crosshair. Yeah, exactly. Like here. Yeah, see? Your crosshair was in the corner, you peek left and right. And then so much easier. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Now, crosshair
Makes
on the
sense.
corner when you apply pressure, and you left, peek left, right. Yeah. And remove the space between you and between the corner and the enemy. Okay, get the ball, maybe? Okay, and do this left, right, yeah? Left,
Okay.
right, If you're using this vertical cover, left, right, yeah? So just gotta get used to it. Yeah, exactly. Almost. You gotta be more consistent. Left, right,
Okay. Okay, I'm backing up because the Genji's coming.
That's fine.
And I was far ahead. I was nervous.
It's okay.
Seems like I'm nervous about my Genji dying. Okay,
Well, he needs
faster.
healing here. Okay, he's fine. Okay. See, like now you're using horizontal cover, so it would be kind of go forward, go back, go forward, go back. Right. That's okay. Have the window. That's fine. That's a good kill.
I mean, I probably didn't need to window there, but I don't know.
It's okay-ish in a way.
Okay.
It's not
Hey,
the.
that's working.
Okay.
Also, by the way, normally when I play this map, they would have been through this point a long time ago.
Of course. Well, the team is getting better as well, so you're not getting snowballed as hard.
That's true.
Improving because teammates get better. That's why.
There we go. I was aiming for the brig.
Nice.
Hey, linear movement that I can take advantage of.
Yeah, you'll notice the patterns. Like really, once you get used to it, you'll see people like once you're gonna be like top of 100, you'll see, oh, those gold players,
Man,
they're moving so predictably
that's what
straightforward.
it's like once you point it out, I'm like, oh, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Like because I'm playing the corner, I've barely gotten even shot at this whole time.
Right, so easy, right? Later, people will contest you harder, so it's just gonna be, yeah, you're gonna be fighting with those. But for now, it goes smoothly. Yes, it goes fine.
Yeah, I knew Orisa was gonna die there.
Right. I don't know. You're winning easily.
Well,
Okay, that's good. We had how many? Like 5 ultimates or what? 4, I think. Yeah. Well.
also, normally that goes way worse on this map in particular.
But see, like
But
now you don't have to be worried as much about escaping because now you know
yeah,
all this movement and what corner you're using. It's your first shield all the time. It's not that your distance between the enemy and you. No, it's just always first. How can I leverage my position, stay there longer? Movement together with cover. Yeah, cover is the priority, 100%. Movement, yeah, you use that too, but not as much.
Yeah.
Awkward
Okay.
always
I'm
says,
seeing that.
it's not mechanics, it's not mechanics. But no, but of course, it's not like mainly it's not. But this is like funny. This is also important thing too. You
No,
have to
I
abuse
get what
that.
you're saying. Like, did you see too, like the Torb like running up the stairs in a straight line? Just as like I didn't get
Yeah,
a limb, but like I got him real low and someone else limbed him.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like, huh,
You always
that
see
worked.
that. Yeah, people do that, and the higher players are, the more you notice them. They do more unpredictable left and right strays. They try to
Mm,
crouch, all of that. Yeah, the movement's really unpredictable. Mm-hmm.
okay.
Your key binding as well. The crouch on what button
It's
is?
on my mouse button.
Yeah, mouse button. Okay, this is good. Yeah, yeah. I usually advise to do that. So you just
It's yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's on my mouse like this.
Mm-hmm. This is good.
Okay,
Some
normally
players
I like
like to place it on C, but
okay.
I don't know, it's
So
like
I drop down.
old school. You can kind of maintain, but you see, because you have the option to drop off the
Yeah, I see
ledge.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Here's a corner here.
Uh-huh.
I could play a bit right here. Look for a different target, maybe.
If you can fight their squishies, sure.
Okay.
Like the
All right.
Mercy. Now, the Hog is just
I
hard to
should.
heal. Okay, maybe he's really close to dying there. Right. Okay. Now, I think you win. You just need to, like, you guys need to stabilize slightly and kill. Uh-huh.
A couple kills.
Okay, you can try to maintain this, like those corners here. Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Shoot their backline first, I think.
Okay.
Like their Moira, their one. Mercy in Valkyrie form is hard. If she's Valkyrie,
She's
you
basically
usually
like invulnerable, right?
yeah, usually don't shoot her if she's in
I'm dead,
Valkyrie.
right?
No. You can try to sneak.
Okay.
Try to sit here. They don't not gonna notice unless you move hard and shoot. Okay. You can.
My team's starting to engage again. Yeah, Reese is coming back.
Yeah,
Oh, can I
yeah.
kill the soldier?
Yeah, exactly. This is what that is what it's for. You can, but use the corner. Yeah, use the corner. Uh-huh. Okay. You can place your window.
Distraction.
Mm-hmm. It's always good to limit us like that. You never want to assume that the players they like good, they know. Well, it's
I
fine.
know I'm there.
Yeah. It's fine to like assume that if they did it like a couple of times, especially. Okay, you notice you're getting spotted. Then sure, you don't want to repeat.
Wow. Okay.
But it's okay to kind of limit test and see. Usually, with like from my experience, until a diamond, you probably would get away with this play, like right there,
With
where
what
you're
I'm doing
sneaking
right
around.
now. Hey, look, a support diff. That never happens. Support diff.
Yeah.
Wow. That game felt easy. I guess if I had you telling me what to do every single game.
well, it's.
I
It's
get
not,
what you're saying though, right?
It's,
I
it's
saw
not
the
gonna.
concepts.
Yeah, exactly. It's just sometimes again, it's gonna take more time. Sometimes it's just need to like, um, even though you're applying all the concepts, you still lose. It's just getting better consistently, like step by step.
I mean, even that, like I played that so differently than I do normally.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I could tell the value, right? Like I know we only have 15 minutes left. I probably don't have time for another game.
Yeah, we can maybe go over a few things there,
So
and then
I was gonna go like to parts that I remembered.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah. See
normally,
here?
even this,
You would
I would
drop.
not be. I would not be here. So I would probably be like, whoops, like here-ish somewhere, like trying to overlook them or
Uh-huh.
something. Like overlook right here and just be like, okay, let me just back up right here versus like,
Mm,
I see like where I'm over here, I have this wall.
mm-hmm.
I have the wall next to me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I also can back up and have the horizontal cover as well. So like
Exactly. Yeah. You
and
have the
then on
safety.
the
Yeah.
I noticed too when we were on attack.
It's not bad thing to start on the right, the position where you showed before. If you have the distance versus the enemy, but then later eventually you move to that bridge position. You're right. Usually, like most of the time, so you have the vertical opportunity to do something. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Like even this, my target priority is not good, right? Like I'm shooting at the hog.
Yeah, you can shoot the backline, but overall using corners. That was the main point. Like you
Right,
isolated.
but my point
Mhm.
is nobody is shooting at me.
Yeah, so
Like
they die.
which is good because I remember I was telling you I'm getting shot like so
Yeah,
much.
what happens? Why? Yeah, like oh, okay, here you have you maybe okay now you don't, yeah, because you began behind the cover, but see you even survived this entire engage because you're using cover so well, like it's much better, right?
Yeah.
I,
Oh yeah, because my whole team dies
yeah, your whole
essentially.
team dies, but you survive. you gotta
Yeah,
you, you gotta be
and then they
even
forget
surviving
about me.
this. Yeah, exactly. You well, target priority maybe you win this fight right away was better. Target priority also don't
Okay.
shoot Valkyrie in Mercy, never. But overall it's just yeah, it's good.
No,
Okay.
I mean like obviously I know it's not perfect, but literally doing exactly what you told me to do in over the past like whatever hour or so that it's been has
Mm-hmm.
like oh, I literally instantly saw um I saw it work right away.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Again, with the help of the previous concepts, like you shooting right targets, most of the time, by the way, like it's good, I think. And you also using off angles, you do ability usage got much better. You saw that engagement in the Genji, maybe you don't even recognize it. Yeah, like before, maybe it would be just, oh,
I would have died,
yeah, exactly.
maybe.
Like you respawn, this is what I'm saying. You can maintain angles longer because of all this cooldowns got better because a lot of our attention was on that before actually was the setup. I was saying, oh, you have the
Yeah.
shift and your lamps, so
Yeah.
you can definitely abuse that. Now you do. Now we try to abuse the corners a little bit more as well, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that I can tell too based on like remember I messaged you like last week or whatever, so whenever it was, I was like I'm just having trouble applying the concepts.
Mm,
Um but like it's because I'm not moving properly. Like I'm not
yeah, that's true.
using cover. I'm not rotating safely. Where it's harder, and I know that like it's fluid in general, right? But like
Okay.
I tend to find that like those maps like Paraíso or Circuit Royale or Dorado, like those like guide the payload to
Mm-hmm.
destination maps
Mm-hmm.
tend to be easier sometimes for me to find places. I'm like, oh, okay, like it's more defined. You're supposed to fight here versus um, was it Flashpoint or something? The
Mm-hmm.
game mode where like there's Saravasa and New Junk City or whatever. I tend to find it's like I get there are some points where it's like, okay, yep, I know where to go here. This one seems correct.
Huh? Yeah.
Where others I'm like the first point in New Junk City, I like never win it as BAP. Like I've won it with some
Mm.
other heroes, but I pretty much always lose it as BAP, and I never know where to go.
Yeah,
But
maybe if you have any questions, just like again timestamps, you can send those to me. If you're
okay,
not sure where what location you can choose, like New Junk City, typically you fight for this arena spot. Like a lot of people they don't know. Let me see. I have New Junk
yeah, because
City.
it's arena. Yep, that's exactly the one.
Yeah. A lot of people forget about the high ground on the right. They actually don't take it. Again, use Baptiste. Let me just show you that real quick. Can we? Yeah, let's do this.
I was gonna say I'm gonna be honest. I didn't
Yeah,
Don't
you
know where
didn't
that
know. Yeah,
is.
didn't know. I didn't too at some point, but then you just figure this out. If you know the concepts, again, using somewhat of a position which allows you to escape, you have safe rotation, then you apply an off angles, corners, all of that. You just explore the map because you're trying to find those
Okay,
spots. It's not just you
that's a good.
remember. Yeah, you just really have to think. Yeah, you have to think. Oh, where those spots are. So I'm just gonna go. Let's
Yeah, that
do.
that exact that arena. It's like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
no.
So let's do like. Okay, if I do ball as an example, okay, you're allowed here. Usually people go straight to each other, like through this doorway opening. See this? Right
Yeah.
there as an example. Yeah, you can easily go up, maybe stay, try to even balance. Maybe sometimes you can jump here, I think, but most of the time you just okay, like stay on this high ground, drop this way if you like. Maybe you can also drop towards here or something. Yeah, like your vertical spot, yeah, like right away. Hmm.
Okay. I'll
Yeah,
try that. That makes sense. Yeah, because
yeah.
I literally never know where to go on this one as bad.
Yeah, isn't it? It's just an example, obviously, but you can always find those spots if you experiment, try to apply all these ideas. You definitely find something on the map. Yeah, what does work? Maybe even like sometimes sliding on the roof. Like let's say, okay, you go up, you can slide off the roof and then still shoot or something. Yeah, this is like more tricky, but this is also corner. Yeah, you can maybe jump. So like how it works. Okay, let's say I go here. Yeah, like even this ball. Yeah, you see, like well, it's not exactly like this, but with the Baptista would be kind of you slide on the corner a little bit
Yeah,
more.
you
Yeah,
would.
like this. Yeah, 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 yeah. And you know, also use it to your advantage. Mhm.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, but if you're gonna have any questions later, you can just send timestamps. It's fine.